Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. We are back. It is Monday. It is a new week. Yes. We are still. We're told by some people that we're being too negative. We're being too negative. Okay, so we're not gonna say that EDC still hasn't done anything. We're gonna say that we remain hopeful that he does something. Okay. We're actually gonna talk about it. What's the next move for Eric DaCosta and the Ravens? Because he's not done yet, for good or for better or for worse. He's not done making moves. So something's gonna happen, and we are hopeful. We are hoping that he realizes what he's done with the O line isn't enough. What we have a wide receiver isn't enough. Excuse me, and it's not. I mean, even if he wants to kind of keep things the same, like Hopkins is a free agent. We just lost Tylen Wallace. So, I mean, there has to be some moves made, even at the lowest level.
Right.
So we'll see. First, let me get a couple morning shout outs here. KP is here. Says EDC is cooking all right. Cooking crack. Wow. Because there's no way he put together this O-line sober-minded thinking it's going to get the team anywhere near a bowl. EDC equals Eric don't care. Ooh, that hurts. I think EDC is like he thinks he can still fix the O line and do it in a cheap way, and he may be right. One, I don't trust him to do that. He hasn't earned my trust or your trust, but it could be done. But two, like, why do you want to play with fire
Again?
Right? Like that's my whole thing. Like, why do you want to leave that up to chance? Because if it's not fixed, you're not winning, right? Like that's the whole thing. Like you can't put together an O line at this point and feel that confident about it. I don't know what center you can get that's gonna make you feel like, yeah, we'll be all right. I don't know. Dr. Kush, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope all is well. We need some good news this week, EDC. Facts. Michael Aiken saying good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Carmelo. Good morning. Good morning. Grand Rising. Who else we got in here? Luke K. Says EDC so fast to sign guys no one else was going to sign. John Simpson most recently and Mark Andrews prior. That Mark Andrews one was very unfortunate. It is what it is. Good morning. Just Aloe says good morning, everyone. Happy springtime. NFL rumors, Twitter posts, fake info. Please stop believing them. Oh, the NFL rumors. Yeah, they do. Corey Hunt, good morning. We got OJ Stoical. Good morning.
Ooh, what's up?
Corey Hunt saying good morning on both channels. Salute.
Shout out.
Imani saying good morning on both channels. Salute. That's what I'm talking about. Alfonso Richardson, good morning. Says never negative, just telling it how it is. We know. Some people can't handle it. One person said, "Oh, I can only watch you guys for about 5 minutes, then I have to change it." All right, man, go back to whoever was glazing this organization beforehand. Go back and watch them. What is it that you want to talk about?
Right.
I asked that question. Well, what is it? What would you like us to talk about? That we need to focus more on that. Tell me. Crickets.
Yeah, because what they don't realize is we talk about certain topics, then we go towards the chat and discuss what the chat wants to talk about. You're not putting anything in the chat, so what's the problem? And then it gets me because all of these people are so butthurt about somebody else's opinion. Just because we differ from what you think, oh well, grow up.
Yeah, I hear I mean, listen, a lot of people. I mean, we did a poll last week. The overwhelming majority said we weren't being negative, right? But there is a percentage that's just like, yeah, it's a little negative, all right? And okay, your opinion matters as well. But I did ask a question: what is it that you would like us to talk about? Like, what should be different about how we approach it? Because all we're doing is, like you said, we read the chat, we respond to messages in the chat,
Mhm.
we react to the news. And I'm not going to lie to you about the moves we make. I think that's what's different over here as opposed to other places. Like they get hyped over every little signing, or major signing. But if we think it's the wrong thing, we're going to tell you we don't like the move. And
Right.
and I think that's where you guys think we're being negative. But no, we're being honest with you. And none of y'all saying we wrong, right? Like we traded for Max Crosby, 2 first-round picks. Okay, how does that help the O line? What are we gonna do at O line?
Mhm.
Right? Like that's not being negative. I'm asking the same question I've asked for 3 years.
Right.
What you gonna do with the O line?
We spend the least amount of money on the O line in the NFL consistently every year, but yet and
Yeah.
still we're serious about winning the Super Bowl. We were going to, by rumors, sign Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson to upgrade a pass rush that just wasn't getting it done. But when it comes to the O line not getting it done, it's John Simpson, it's Gwynn, it's Pinter, and that's supposed to be sufficient enough. Make them moves on defense and watch them people go crazy. So, hey, y'all feel what y'all feel. We feel what we feel. We're gonna report it the way that we see it, not the way that you want it to be told. Everybody can't come out here and just say, "Oh, we're great, we're fine, and we're dandy," but yet and still, we haven't been to a Super Bowl since 2012.
Yeah,
So
it's not
apparently,
fun.
everything ain't going the way that it's supposed to go.
No, it's not fine. And Lamar says it's not fine as well. Okay, we'll talk about that. Keto Lord Baltimore. Good morning. Good morning. Carmelo saying Grand Rising on both channels. Okay.
Show.
Okay.
Appreciate
Shout
that.
out. Cousin Davon, salute.
Kazoo.
Salute. Let's see. What else we got here? We got Point. Good morning. Good morning. Rainmaker. Good morning.
Good.
RJ Trap. Good morning. And Unkind Ravens fans says, good morning, Rogue Nation and LBHT crew. That's what I'm talking
Good
about.
morning.
Yes, yes. Point saying good morning on both channels. I appreciate that. I like that, man.
Appreciate the love.
Kilo, Nightmare Kilo says, catching y'all this morning. They called me in early. Glad y'all can get me through this Monday morning. I was just telling Hendo, I am struggling. All right. I was in Atlantic City this weekend celebrating OTR Mike's birthday. Actually, today's his birthday. Yo, shout out to OTR Mike. Happy birthday. I told him, stay your ass at home today. Don't go into work. He is like, oh, I'm not. Hold on. Let me plug this real quick.
Yeah, dude. It's the Mondays. It's like Garfield. I hate it. For some reason, it just it starts everything all over again. And I gotta hit both these jobs. Something I'm not looking forward to. But next week, your boy's off. Your boy's headed to New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, enjoy that. We went out there a couple of years ago. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some beignets. I'm gonna forget that I'm vegan for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna try some real authentic New Orleans beignets.
Yeah. You're gonna like that. You're gonna like that. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm still recovering. All right. And I ain't even drink. I don't drink. Imagine if I had drank, I would have been talking to you guys with shades on right now. All right. I'd have been a total mess. But we didn't sleep. We did not sleep. So that's the thing. Steel Magic, what's going on? Steel City in the building. Salute to you.
Everything but the quarterback.
Yeah. Mr. Chad, good morning.
Good morning.
Emman, good morning.
It's good.
JR, good morning. He said, if you travel and get to the airport 10 hours before your flight, yeah. Because, TSA, our government is going down the drain. So you guys got to be ready for that. Definitely get there as early as possible. Be ready for delays. Be ready for ICE, according to your president. He said he wanted to fill the airports full of ICE agents. So,
right.
Yeah. Put your vest on, I guess. Slim, good morning. David, konnichiwa. Neuropsych Sports, good morning. Good morning. TC says, Jose and Hendo, appreciate y'all. Always keep it a buck. We try to.
Appreciate it.
YT on YT says,
Yes,
yo,
sir.
good morning. Tapping in for
That's
the
right.
first time on Road Pod. I subscribed. That's what I'm
Appreciate
talking
you.
about.
I
Yes.
listen, I appreciate all y'all because Saturday and Sunday, y'all got to it, bro. I didn't hit 8,800.
Ooh, let's go. Let's
Appreciate
go.
y'all.
We're almost there. And look who's here. It is Tracy.
Hey,
Tracy got a new profile picture. Okay, I see
yeah.
you. I see you. Looking good. Good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning. Glad you're
Hello.
here. We got God's favorite in the house. What's
Yes, sir.
going on? Appreciate you. Mr. Black Ice, salute. Tracy
What's
saying
up?
good morning on both channels.
That's love.
Salute.
Shout out.
Salute. Who else we got?
Ooh,
We got Shice Easy. Which one you looking at?
the last one. You'll get to it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get in there in a second. Matt Harmon dropped a video proving you can't find elite wide receivers in free agency only through the draft or trade. Hey, we don't even need.
Oh,
I mean, we don't need elite. We need very good, right?
Let's check it out.
Try to get elite. But
All right.
we need very good wide receivers. Kwame, good morning.
What's up?
Says people want to hear we're winning the Super Bowl and rainbows and sunshine. I want that. I don't think I don't want that, and I'm going to be rooting for that. But right now, this is the time to make changes, man. Like I want them to do the best that they can. That's all it is. Nation World, good morning. They want sunshine and rainbows all the time. That's what it is. Sip to Tally, good morning.
Morning, Coach.
Sea Iron Addict, good
What's up,
morning.
bro?
Who complaining? Like 20% of our poll last week said that we were too negative. So
and I'm the most negative.
Yeah, somebody in my car said it's not you, Jose. It's Hendo. It's him.
I'm bringing us all down.
Still magic. Appreciate the super chats. This was good, y'all. Love the content and coverage. To be honest, let's talk about McCarthy getting his second ring before Lamar gets his first. How do you still magic? I mean, like, still magic. G. How do you feel?
Still magic.
Still magic. I said still magic. Still magic.
No, I'm saying I get it. Still magic.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
that's clever.
Yeah, this is the biggest Nas fan over here. Yeah. How do you feel about your team, man? Like, what do you guys? Wait, who is the quarterback right now?
Mason Crosby.
I thought because for a while I was thinking, oh, they're gonna get Kyle Murray, but Kyle Murray didn't go there.
He went to Minnesota.
Listen, man. I don't not Mason Crosby. You mean Mason
Rudolph. I'm sorry, Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
I'm thinking Max Crosby. Yeah, Mason Rudolph.
Okay, man.
All right.
Okay. Listen. McCarthy knows offense, and he knows how to do something with talent on the offense. You got good wide receivers. All right, you got some good wide receivers.
That Pittman trade was a really good trade.
Yeah,
it was really good. But
I might get some birthday shout outs.
You lost your guard.
Right. If you're traveling, drive. Oh, I feel that.
I hear you.
I feel that. Filthy, what's going on? Says there's a big debate now along Ravens flock if Zay is a number one. And I tell you, Ravens fans do not know ball thinking Zay is a real one. Zay is a real number one. He's just not high end number one. He's a number one wide receiver, I think.
He's number one for us.
Yeah, facts.
He does what he needs to do for this team. Point blank period. Like,
look, 32 teams, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he's a number one for a few of these teams.
Mm.
You know, what do you? I don't know. What's your requirement for a number one wide receiver? For me, he is. What do you have? 1,200 yards last year.
Yep.
That's his third year.
Yep. Second 1,000-yard season, second Pro Bowl.
Yeah. He's a number one. I think he's a number one. I think we can if we can get better, get another wide receiver, and the next wide receiver that we get, the number two, doesn't have to be better than him. But if we can get somebody as good or on par with that, like we'll be doing great. The problem is we don't have that elite. He's not an elite talent and we don't have other guys that can complement what he does. So, we got super chat from Coach. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all subscribe to Sip to Tally Film. Says, I didn't realize Stefon Diggs was so polarizing. Found out on my video yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. Stefon Diggs, man. Yeah. He's a character. He's a character, but he can play. He can still play. He's not the Stefon Diggs of old, but you can tell. I mean, we saw when he played us.
Right.
He still got some left in the tank. I'm not. I'm not. I want us to do better if we can, but I won't be mad if we land on Stefon Diggs. But my only thing is that it's just another move that we always do. We always get that veteran that we're still talking about. Does he still have something left?
Right.
That's my only issue with making that move at this point. But I do think it's a little different from some of the other moves that we made in the past. But it's right on par with those moves that we made.
Yeah. I mean, he had 1,000 yards last season. But you're right. We continue to make these moves where we get these receivers that are 31, 32, 33, and they only sign a 1 or 2 year deal. We need some consistency with Lamar Jackson. If you are going to keep Zay Flowers for long term, have him have somebody beside him that complements him and is going to be here for at least 4 years. So this offense can gel and we can stop this revolving door offensive line, this revolving door wide receiver 2, 3. I know we have Tez Walker, and a lot of people are really high on him, but he's an unknown. He's going to give you some splash plays. He's going to make some plays, but consistently through 17 games, we don't know if Tez Walker can do it. Not saying that he can't, but let's find something proven, because defensively, we're going to find a proven talent. We're going to find guys that are proven to get it done on defense. Offensively, it's wait and see. We'll find out what he can do later on. And if he can't, we'll just give him another year to develop. We need to get that and bring that guy in, like on the thumbnail. Juwan Jennings, a lot of people are high on him. He's younger. He's aggressive. He may fit the system, and you can sign him longer term than possibly Stefon Diggs. Because like some people saying, his likely landing spot is going to be somewhere else.
Yeah. And someone called him a hoe. So
listen.
I'm gonna clip. I had that clip. I gotta find that clip. That's gonna be be added to my library.
Listen, when I tell you, it starts from a young age. Because, like I said, he played college ball with one of my kids at Maryland, and when I tell you, he was hitting on my woman in front of me, like
what
at 18, so, like no. He didn't care. He did not care. Like.
He'd have some problems. These kids, man, like they're the ones that learned the hard way,
right?
That was like Cortland Finnegan. He
poked the bear.
He did that chirping until he talked to the wrong person. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know I was going to get assaulted on the field. I didn't know that was going to happen
by the nicest, most quietest person in the NFL."
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says, I mean, isn't Diggs most likely the landing spot? Is it jail? Oh, is it most likely spot jail? I don't think this latest incident is going to put him in jail. I think it'll be a lawsuit. They'll settle and they'll move on. But I don't think there's any criminal charges. I don't think associated with this. It's not something that you want to see, but I don't think it's serious enough to where he'll see prison time over it or even get suspended. I know that's a concern, right? Like if we get him, is he going to be suspended? I don't think, but right. we'll see. We'll see about that. Dance fan, good morning.
What's up?
What else we got in here? Von Versace. Anything new? Nah. Not yet. Neuropsych Sports says, I wish we had Wiggins on Diggs on that 4th down conversion during the Sunday Night Football game. Yeah, I wish we had just ran Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I wish we'd have done that. The Charm City Don says he's not the of old. is every wide receiver Ravens signed. Yeah, that's the only issue with getting him. If we get him, is we always make that move where we're like, hey, he's not the same fill in the blank. He's not that same wide receiver. You know, yes, I would like to see them do something different and trade for somebody that's in their prime, going into the prime, or draft somebody.
Right.
I heard you guys last night talking about the draft and who might still be available at our pick. Do you think Carnell Tate will still be available there?
It's a possibility because of his 40 time. Running that 4.53, that may scare some teams off because teams nowadays are just looking for that speed wide receiver.
Yeah.
But he plays a lot faster than that 40 time. So if some teams are like, I don't know, he may slip, and that may give the Ravens an opportunity. Then you have Jordan Tyson. Like it's a bunch of wide receivers. Malik, I think it's Malik Lemon. Makai Lemon. It's a lot of places that the Ravens could go if they were to go wide receiver in the first round.
Yeah. Coach said, remember the Vikings video, who you don't want to date your daughter?
And they all said Stefon Diggs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Some of these players, man, they playing with fire, man. They really think they're untouchable. Like you gotta be careful out here. Tez has had a higher upside than Zay. If we're being real, I don't know where that comes from. A higher upside than Zay Flowers? I don't think so. I mean, listen, if he turns out to be better, hey, good for him. I like a higher upside. I don't know where that comes from. I'm not sure where you. I mean, like, what's your reason for saying that? Like, I mean, speed, like route running. I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Yolanda, good morning. Salute. Salute. SV Cam says, Hendo, I think Walker has shown he is capable of filling the number 2 role, but has one of the few players genuinely hindered by a lack of opportunities. Harbaugh didn't seem to want to play him.
That was weird.
What do you think? What do you think about Tez Walker? You think he's shown enough to be a number 2 wide receiver?
I think he's shown enough to be wide receiver 3. Like wide receiver 2 goes up against the second best cornerback on the team. I think he could develop into that. And he's made some splash plays. Like he's taken the top off the defense. But if you remember, I think it was the New England game. He had drops where he was wide open.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's been part of the problem with his development, even from college. He has suspect hands. So wide receiver 2, maybe in the future, but wide receiver 3, most definitely. And he did get hindered by lack of opportunity because he was out there scoring touchdowns. He made plays, and John Harbaugh just decided, I'm going to leave him on the bench. Like I did not understand it, but he does need more of an opportunity. He could be that wide receiver 2 in the future, but his catch percentage that needs to be upgraded.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like he's shown flashes. We do that a lot with this team too, in terms of the offense. Oh, this person could be good. He could be that good. He's shown it. He hasn't shown anything. He's shown that he could be a 3 or a 4, and he's shown the ability to be a deep threat, a legit deep threat. But that doesn't mean that's good enough to be a number 2 wide receiver. There's a lot of things that you got to be able to do other than just run down the field and get behind the coverage. That's a good thing, and they should have used that more, right? Mm-hmm. But they didn't. But he's got to show more than what he did to say, hey, he's good at number 2. We're projecting. I don't like projecting,
Right.
Tanja, what's going on, Tanja? Says, good morning, Jose and Hendo, working and listening, and have a good day. Well, have a good day to you, Tanja. Appreciate that.
You out there working early.
Yeah. Coach says, Tate is the best wide receiver in this draft to me. Yeah, he's a monster.
Agreed.
And I think we're going to have to trade up to get him. And I think we should trade up.
Right. Because the same thing happened with Jackson Smith and Jigba. They weren't wild by his 40 time, but currently, right now, he's the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah. Kobe, appreciate the super chat. Says, until players run 40s in pads, they don't matter.
They don't matter. Yeah. And wide receivers don't get in 3-point stances and start that route running.
They should be standing up, and they should put on a little weighted vest or something like that. Mm-hmm. 5 or 7 pound weighted vest, and then run. I think that, it's just tradition that we do the things that we do in the NFL, and
Right.
they don't like change, but some of these things should change to make it more realistic.
Right. Oh, yeah, and you missed it too. I want to say what's up to Wallop 05.
Oh, wait, where's that
They
at?
tuning in from London. It's way at the top. Tuning in from
Oh,
London.
I skipped
Appreciate
right
you.
over you, Wallop. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank
Appreciate
you. What time is it in London?
it.
I sure did miss it. My bad.
Yeah.
I see it. Good
Yeah.
morning from
Yes.
London. First
Appreciate
time
you.
listener. Hey, appreciate you, Wallop. Thank you. It was that bright yellow super chat that coach put in there. It distracted me. Bright colors just throw me off. Is that the gift? The gift 6909. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Says Ty Wallace, great example of what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Tylan Wallace is a perfect example. Hey, you just gotta give him opportunity. Yeah, man. Like, you gotta make do with the opportunities that you get, though. Like, it may not be a lot, but you have to make do with what you get so you can really show, like, no, I'm that guy. Give me the ball and I'm gonna make plays.
Right.
Yeah, man, we are so thirsty for talent at wide receiver here. We are y'all have no idea how thirsty you are for talent here. 10:41 a.m. Okay, over in London. All right. Good morning. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Indeed.
Okay. Incognito gaming. Because we better not get a wide receiver with our first round pick. It's so obvious we need trench help. We do need trench help, but we need weapons too.
Right. Yeah.
You're not wrong though.
Yeah. Last season we threw for 2,900 yards.
Right.
So something got to change. Zay Flowers is the only one over 400 yards.
Getting somebody like Cardinal Tate will help. Right. It doesn't help with coverage, but it helps in terms of getting the ball out of Lamar's hands quicker and somebody that can make a catch and make a play after the catch. And you know what I'm saying? Like getting talent helps with a little bit with bad O-line play. But ultimately, you're absolutely right. We need to fix the O-line. No doubt about it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Just not OBJ at this point. You think Eric did call him? He said, "Hey man, I saw you in that flag football game. Just are you healthy? You feeling a little better?
Right. Think you
we have open spots. Yeah." Louisville Cardinals Ravens says, like D Hop said, a wide receiver is nothing without the targets.
Buddy.
Well, I mean, yes, they need targets, but what do you do with the targets?
I like D Hop.
I do.
He was talking about the playoff game. He just kept saying we was hot. We was hot. And he wanted to allude to, because he was like, the rookie kicker shouldn't have been in that position. Like, he's never kicked the game on a field goal. We should have never put him in that position. We should have just ran Derrick Henry to, because he was killing him. We needed to run Derrick Henry. He wanted to say it's the coaching, but he kind of stopped for a second, like, we was just hot, man. We was like, I don't believe it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were mad.
They were steaming.
I think Lamar's still mad. I think Lamar is still mad about that, even though Harbaugh's not here anymore. I think that still got him tight, because they believe what we believed, right? Mm-hmm. Just make the playoffs and you can make a run. Mm-hmm. Last year was a year to do it. I feel like they're like, we need to make the playoffs. We'll iron out a few things. We'll make a run. There's nobody that we can't beat, and that's a fact. And I believe, I believe there's nobody. Not saying they were going to do it, but I believe there's nobody that was in the playoffs that they could not beat.
Facts. And as good as the Seahawks defense was in the Super Bowl, a lot of it had to do with the New England's offensive line.
Yep.
And not saying the offensive line is any better, but they didn't have Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry. So if we'd have went up against that defense, there's a possibility that we could have done something against them. Because listen, be honest, we could have gone to beat Houston. As good as that defense is, what CJ Stroud was doing, he was giving the game away, and we could have taken that, and then we could have gone anywhere from that. It's just the fact that we were so close, and we didn't get a chance to kind of maybe make some changes and make that run.
Yeah. JR, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Says Carnell Tate is the safe wide receiver pick, but Jordan Tyson has the highest ceiling in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, listen, both of them. I don't want to call either one of them safe. I think both of them are going to be awesome receivers. Carnell Tate he is nice.
The only thing with Tyson is he can't stay healthy.
Yeah. But by safe, yes.
But when he's on the field.
Yeah. By safe, yeah, you're right. Like I see what you're saying. Like he's
right.
Less chance of injury. You know, you feel like with Carnell Tate, you feel safe in making that pick. But yes, you're right. Jordan Tyson is amazing to watch when healthy.
He is special.
Yeah. Wallop says, how will losing Linderbaum affect the run game, and do Ravens O-line do Ravens go O-line with round one? I hope so. How's he affect the run game? Man, I don't listen. We don't. There's not a lot to look at on that offensive line right now. For no center. We don't have a starting center on the team. They might put one of these guys at starting center. They're not starting caliber centers. Guard, I don't know. We have a guard right now. John Simpson is not the answer. All right. Who's going to play a guard spot? I know Emory Jones showed some flashes, and I like Emory Jones. I have a good feeling about Emory Jones, but again, I don't like to project things like that when it comes to our starting O-line. I want to get a short thing there. Will we draft somebody? I don't know. It's hard to say. While this O-line right now today is worse than how it was last year, and it was pretty bad last year. But there's still time to make moves. But I don't know what moves they're gonna make. But it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, because the guys that are sitting on the streets are still sitting there, and at any time another team can sign them. Like, if we're going to make improvements, do it now. Don't wait and say, I was just thinking about that guy, and then he just slips through our fingers. We've had that happen so many times throughout the years, and I just want them to be aggressive. Like, get somebody. Get some big name, because we have the money. It's not an issue of money this season where we're like, we're stuck backs against the wall. We have the money to go out and sign somebody, but it just hasn't
Still, Matic, I'm putting you in timeout. How dare you? You know what you put. Lamar does not suck.
Really?
You're lucky. You're lucky Danny doesn't get up this early. She would ban you for that. Okay.
Danny don't play.
I'll be looking at chat sometimes like, who got kicked?
Right. And they'd just be like, the Ravens aren't a good team. Gone. I don't understand it.
Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Says we're not stacked enough that we can turn down BPA.
That's just a safety.
Yeah, unless it's a safety or a linebacker. Look, if Sonny Styles is still there, you better not take him. and listen, I understand. I understand. Okay, I understand. If Sonny Styles is on the board, you're like, ooh, we got to get him. You better not do it. Don't do it. All right.
You know they're going to do it, Jose. You know they're going to do it.
If you're not going to even rework Roquan's deal, don't tell me you need help at linebacker. You're not even going to rework his deal to get some more cap room. Right. Don't tell me you need help at linebacker. I don't want to hear that. Don't do it. I know it's tempting. All right. It is tempting because you saw his 40, you saw his vertical. Don't do it. All right. No. We got 2 super chats. Okay. Corey just said, hey, just for the love. Right. Appreciate that. If you meant to put a comment, just put it in the chat. We'll make sure we
love it again.
Appreciate it. JR with the super chat. Thank y'all. Says, I don't know about you all, but I'm curious to see how EDC will draft in about a month. It will be interesting. It will be. And that's the concerning part, right? We're talking about filling in a lot of holes through the draft. Right. We have like 10 picks right now. 3 of them, we're talking about our top 3, first, second, and third rounds have to hit, because we're talking about filling. We need a center. We need a center. Mm-hmm. Where are we going to get that center? There is none in free agency that I can see. Teams don't trade their good centers, right? and I don't see a center that's projected to go in the first round. I could be wrong. If you guys know of one, let me know. But I didn't see any center that's projected to go in the first round. Definitely not at 14. So I don't think we're going to go center at 14.
Right.
If there is one that could creep into the first round, we will have to trade back into the first round, which we can do. We got the picks, or go in the second round to get somebody. And that person could end up being the starter and could end up playing well, but they're still a rookie, and we gotta give them that time to adjust. But it's not the end of the world if we do hit in the draft at center. But we need another wide receiver. We need tight ends. We need we need guards still. Like that's the crazy thing. Like we need a starting center, but we still need at least one guard. John Simpson is not the answer.
Right.
We need at least one guard over there. Defense, we still haven't talked about interior D line. We still need interior D lineman. Matabike may come back. He may not.
Right.
He's posting a lot of workout videos.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I hope that leads to his return, and I hope he returns 100% healthy. Okay, 100% healthy. Yep. That would be a huge boost if he does, but we'll see.
And we need another linebacker.
Yes,
we still have needs. Like it's crazy, but some people talk about taking Fano and transitioning him to center. So
it can't. That's a coach. Can Fano play center? He's a tackle.
Exactly, but he's slated to be a guard. And they're like, if you can play guard, you can possibly play. It's a whole lot of stuff.
These positions aren't all the same, Like,
right.
Just because you can play one doesn't mean you can play the other, right? Just because you play one side doesn't mean you can play the other side.
Facts.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
maybe
that's what they talking about now. Yeah.
So
just take Ione. Just take
Ione. Sean said he can. Coach says maybe, but you want my center to be a center. Yeah.
Which is to be a center. Coach, I prefer my centers to be centers too.
I can't. I mean, finals going in the first round. So you want at first round? You want at the first round tackle to experiment at center? I don't want to do that. You guys would be on his neck. There would be no grace period for him.
Facts.
Let's get these super chats. Top boy Chris, appreciate you. Says just need to go guard with the 14th pick. It's not the sexy pick, but it's a need. But if they went wide receiver 1, I wouldn't be mad either. That's how I'm feeling.
Right.
That's how I'm feeling. Go get Vega. Go get Maulaga.
Nobody ever knows his last name.
Yeah, because I've heard different. I'm going to figure this out because people pronounce it differently. But he's actually a tackle, but they said he's more projected to play guard. And a lot of times you get tackles that start out their careers as guards and then kick out to tackle. And I think that would be ideal for this team if he could start out at guard and kick out to tackle, and that would give us an answer for left tackle for when we want to move on from Ronnie Stanley. So, yeah. Let's see. Kobe, another super chat. Appreciate you. Says, I'm sure Lamar Jackson is tired of EDC building. Lamar's got this. Yeah, offense and building the most expensive average defense. Spread the wealth. It's a deep center draft. Hey, hashtag defund the defense. That's what we say around here. That's what we say. Flock from the block. I see you. Says, good morning, fellas. What about grabbing T. Higgins? Bengals don't have enough money, I believe. Well, I mean, he's under contract. And teams have money. They may not have a lot in cap right now, but you can always create cap space. I don't see.
Bengals have cap space.
Okay. Well, because T. Higgins and
Jamar
Chase both got some. They both got paid. I don't think they're going anywhere. But if you can convince them to give up Higgins, I'm for it. I say yes.
All right.
A couple more, and then we gotta get out of here. 265 people watching. Salute to y'all.
Appreciate that.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're new in here, hit that subscribe button on both channels, Lunch Break Hot Take and the Road Pod. Hendo, you're close to what? 80.
I just hit 88. I just hit 8,800.
8,800. So we
Yeah.
we trying to get to 9,000.
Right.
9,000. We are almost at the halfway point for us to 4,000. Okay, so help us reach our goals. OG John says, "Yep, he can replace Ronnie in the future." Yeah. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Okay. I know Carson Vincent's on the team. He had a very good preseason last year. I do recognize that. He's still developing. We'll see, but keep investing in the O-line. It's worth the investment.
Right.
Joey, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate it.
Be more get up says, then I rather hope Marigua.
We just gonna call him Miami tackle.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna figure this out. I promise.
Today.
Yeah. I don't want a first round tight end plenty in this draft. I kind of feel that way too.
Yeah, I agree.
And tight ends kind of weird, man. Like you get guys that you think are super talented and they can be a beast, and then they don't turn out to be that.
Right.
I don't know, but also they could be, and then you're like, we should have gotten him. You know what I'm saying? like we should have Brock Bowers on our team.
Right.
He's a monster, So yeah, I don't want to go tight end. There are a lot of tight ends in this draft. I feel like are going to play really well. All right, let's see.
I'm not disrespecting my coach.
Don't disrespect the Canes, Hendo.
I'm not disrespect him.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? What's his last? How do you pronounce his last name, Coach? I just said the Miami tackle.
Yeah, I don't.
No disrespect.
Let's see. Raekwon Smothers, what's going on? Says, do you think we make a move soon on something? We've been quiet too long, and I believe we should go wide receiver first round and O-line second, depending on what they do in trade. But we need offensive weapons. I don't think we're gonna make any real moves. Not this week. I feel like, right? Because the players that are out there at this point, I think we're pretty much going to wait until after the draft, right? Mm-hmm. The second wave of free agency, unless there's a trade to be made. I think quietly teams are still trying to work out some deals,
right?
But bringing in free agents, I'm pretty sure they're talking to a few players. There might be a couple of verbal agreements, like, yeah, okay, after the draft we'll bring you in or whatever. Mm-hmm. But at this point, typically you don't see much movement from teams until after the draft, because we're about a month away.
Exactly 1 month away.
Yeah, so I think signings don't typically happen around this time. There could be a couple, but if that's the thing. Like Bitonio's still out there, Joe Bitonio's still out there, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody's signing him. He will be there later on if we want to get him. And at this point, I thought he's somebody to come in here and help out, but now I'm not so sure if nobody wants him at this point. Does he still have anything left? So I don't know.
Yeah, and then we have the June 1st cuts. So we got to figure out what's going to happen after June 1st cuts. And a lot of teams may be releasing some players to split that cap hit. So it may be some notable names out there. We just don't know. It's not something that we can depend on, because over the years you just don't know who's going to be available. So we in my opinion, we have to make some move. Like, we have 4 weeks till the draft, and if they want to be able to pick DPA or however they determine they want to pick players, you need to fill up some holes, because we have like you said, we have a lot of holes to fill, and the EDC hasn't been known to fill all them holes with the draft, even though he drafts a number of players each and every season. So they got to button some things up before the draft happens. Like Bitonio, I don't know what's happening with him. He had like a 96% pass block grade. Like he was pretty good last season. So I don't know why he's still unavailable. Maybe he's weighing his options. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that could be it too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Is Shamar Bridges available? I think he is. I think he is a free agent.
Yeah.
The Flexo, what's going on? Says EDC ain't doing nothing. Not this week. He has work to do still. He is going to do something. Are we gonna like it? I don't know. That remains to be seen.
All right.
Kobe, thank you for the super chat.
Once
Says,
again.
unlike Cincinnati, we have an owner that's willing to spend cash over cap, but we have a GM that doesn't want to go all in because you really have to hit on picks.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's facts.
The flex. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Like they like to build through the draft and they like to replace players through the draft, but he has not done a good job with that, man. I hope you guys understand that. Like
Mhm.
the mainstream media will kind of glaze the Ravens organization for the moves that they make, and I know everybody looked at all the money that these players just got paid in free agency from that one draft class, and they're like, man, EDC really hit on that draft. Well, why didn't we pay them?
It's a great question.
Like, part of your job is look, part of your job as a GM is the draft, but your job isn't just to be like, that guy's going to be good, and then just that's it, right? He's got to be good for us.
Right.
You can't get players that are good for other teams. He's got to be good for this team. We actually talked about that on the show. We were supposed to make a video about a busted pick versus
Right.
was a busted player and versus a busted pick. I think that was the term we used. Right, some players are bust. They're just not good. You make the wrong pick. The players can't play. He's a bust.
Right.
A busted pick is a pick that didn't work out for you, but that player worked out for somebody else. Right. So yes, I drafted this guy, and he didn't play well, but he turned out to have a great career somewhere else. But that doesn't do anything for us. We did not make the right pick. That was a busted pick.
Facts. And it's not to say EDC as a GM hasn't hit on picks. People are like, oh, what about this guy? He's hit on picks, but you have to think about the number of players he's drafted versus the number of players that have had impact for the Ravens. Now, some guys have been decent. Some of the guys that got paid have been decent. Isaiah Likely was decent. He got paid. Linderbaum, good pick, overpaid. Charlie Kolar, overpaid. So we can talk about them making all this money from that draft class, but were they all that great? And with everything that he has done, with the most draft picks by any GM by far, the number of impact plays that he had for the Ravens, it doesn't compare. And then every season, we have to go back in and replace guys that we let leave. Even the ones that have hit and do something in this league, we keep replacing them instead of keeping them on this team, which leaves the holes where we're in the same conundrum that we started in the first place. And we go round and round and round in these circles. When do we get off this merry-go-round, keep the players that are damn good, and go win a Super Bowl? We have the best quarterback. I don't care what you say, Honda. I don't care what anybody else has to say. We have the best quarterback in the NFL. We wasted his talent for long enough. It's time to surround him with the talent that we would surround Kyle Hamilton with on defense and go win a Super Bowl. Because if you can't score points, you can't win. You can hold a team to 3-10 points, but if you don't score yourself, you ain't winning no games.
Facts.
What's up, so?
Cordiston Field.
Cordis Stanfield.
Oh, Cordis Stanfield. Oh, appreciate that. Says y'all act like the salary cap doesn't exist. It's not the NBA, bro. Listen, man. Listen. You're definitely new here. The salary cap exists to keep players' salaries down. It's not to restrict owners from making moves if they want to make moves. Right. That's why you can add void years. You can convert money to bonuses and all that stuff. They can maneuver the contracts. They can maneuver the cap room however they choose to bring in whoever they want. The cap isn't a restriction when a team is trying to win, right? There's all kinds of ways to manipulate contracts. So no, the cap doesn't exist in the terms that you're saying, where it's like, oh, it's a hard cap. You gotta, like you can't. There's no wiggle room. There's always wiggle room. There's always wiggle room. If you want to get a player, you'll get them. And you only say these things. You only say these things for offensive players. When they're talking about trade 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby and sign Trey Hendrickson, nobody was questioning how that was going to get done. Right. $200 million players. Mm-hmm. There was no question to, well, how are we going to make this work? How would they have made that work? Mm-hmm. It would have just worked.
Right. And Cordis, you know who else acts like the salary cap doesn't exist? It's the LA Rams. They went out and they signed Jared Goff to a $100 million contract, then traded him, got Matt Stafford, gave him money. They re-signed Aaron Donald. They re-signed Jalen Ramsey. They re-signed Cooper Kupp. They re-signed Leonard Floyd. They went out and made moves. So who else acts like the salary cap doesn't exist? So how do they do all of these things while paying two quarterbacks $100 million a piece? Tell me the salary cap is real. But the Rams continue to do certain things and make certain moves with all of this money if it's not real. So tell me how that happens. Like you said, when it comes to offensive players, we can't get it done. It was a couple of years ago. I can't remember the cornerback from Miami, the little freak league. We were $15 million supposedly over the cap or near the cap or whatever.
Yeah.
But yet and still, we were trying to make a trade for him. We were trying to make a trade for Darius Slay. We didn't have any money, but when it came to defense, somehow this existing cap wasn't going to matter then. But when we say go out here and get offensive players, it's you crazy. We can't pay a wide receiver that much.
Yeah. Also the Eagles
and Odell, yes, coach, and Odell with the Rams. Like they paid everybody on the Rams with this existent salary cap.
Yeah.
And people don't realize like there are two salaries. There's a regular salary cap and then there's a cash over cap salary cap. People don't know about these things. They just know what they're hearing, what they've told, and what they've been brainwashed to know.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, you can definitely get around the cap. All I have to say is like don't believe it. Don't believe that. Like they can easily get around the cap. And this whole you're kicking the can down the road. When's the road end? Never. The road never ends.
Tell me how year in and year out the New Orleans Saints can go into the offseason $30 million over the cap, and then miraculously 2 weeks later they got $70 million to spend. If the cap is real, that's $100 million swing in 2 weeks. How did that happen?
Thanks, Kobe. Thank you for another super chat. Says EDC has had the most picks, but picked only one star. Let's take a look at that. Who's the star? Bro. We talking about Kyle Hamilton.
I mean, you got some people that don't believe that. You got to ask who he's talking about. Who the star is.
I mean, we go back to his first draft. It's Hollywood Brown,
Justice
Hill.
I think one of the Bens, maybe Powers, maybe
Ben Powers. I mean, I'm trying to think. Start. I mean, Zay Flowers is on the cusp. I would say Zay Flowers, Kyle Hamilton,
Linderbaum. Matabike.
I don't know. Star? Star player? I think he stayed healthy. I can't call him a star player. Had he stayed healthy, I mean, he had a really hot year. But he's on the cusp. I would say if he comes back healthy, he could be that. That's about it. And he's had how many draft picks has he had in his 7 years as GM? He's had at least 55 picks.
He's had at least 60 something.
Yeah.
I think his number, last time I checked, I don't quote me, it may be like 69 or 67, 67 picks. He's made a lot.
It's not good. Likely it's not a star.
Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle's the only all-pro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Go. Appreciate that. Let's see. 100 draft picks. Not quite 100. It does feel like it though. Yeah. That's a good question. How many? So he's the only all-pro? Even second team all-pro? I gotta take a look at that list. There's gotta be a couple that are second team all-pros. I'll give you credit for being second team all-pro. Especially at wide receiver. I feel like Zay might have been the second team all-pro. But stars, we ain't got a lot of stars. I'm as I'm talking to you guys, I'm trying to go in my head like I know I'm forgetting somebody. I'm not forgetting anybody.
You would be right. I mean, we got Hollywood bait away.
Patrick
Linderbaum,
Queen.
Hamilton, Patrick Queen, Wiggins, Starks.
Wiggins could be that guy. I like Wiggins a lot, actually. He got put on a little muscle. He got put on a little muscle. All right. I like his attitude. I like the way he plays. I think Wiggins is gonna be that guy. I feel good about Wiggins.
For a smaller guy, a slimmer guy, he puts his body on the line. I respect that.
Me too.
Queen was second team All Pro, right, Coach?
Okay.
Queen was second team All Pro.
Yeah. All right.
He could be coming back too. So I know Coach is happy about that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. We're not going to start the Kyle Hamilton slander. All right. I don't want to get into that right now. All right. He's an excellent safety. All right. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to keep it at that. I'm starting to believe EDC seat ain't as high as we might have thought. I think it is. I think what we're seeing right now is a guy who's he's trying to make the best moves possible because he knows his seat is hot, but maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. Or maybe he does have to answer when it's look. It doesn't 63 picks. Okay, 63 picks. 63 picks, and we're talking about 3 people possibly as being stars.
Lindy was second team.
Okay. Thank you. But he doesn't have to make the moves that we want him to make. They just have to work.
Right.
It has in the end, he could have it all figured out in his head. Like, hey, no, I know what the problem was with the O-line. We're gonna fix that problem. No, I'm not investing a lot of money on paper, but the moves I make are going to work out.
Jordan Stout.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that's fine. If they work out, it's fine, but they have to work. And I just don't trust them. That's all it is. Kobe, thank you for super chat. Says Rams can play with Cap because they find stars in rounds 2 through 7. That's it right there.
Facts.
Yeah. If we had drafted Puka Nacua like John Harbaugh told EDC apparently
over Caillou Blue Kelly.
Yeah, we're forgetting the punter. Yep. Somebody said Stout.
We got the punter.
So that takes us to possibly 4 out of 63 picks. Do you guys like those? You guys like those percentages there?
All right.
Those is that cooking?
Ooh, Cayenne. Ooh.
Cayenne says 500 million on defense and has 2 turnovers since 2018. But for some reason, getting Lamar prime wide receiver is not a good idea to some. $500 million on this defense for what? 5 players?
5 players. And it's 3 turnovers. It's only 2 in games
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. It's only 2 that Lamar's played, 1 for Tyler Huntley.
It's not enough. Like you want to go defense, you want to invest in defense, they have to make plays. And that's why we say the things that we say over here. Hashtag defund the defense. That's why when even the defense has a good game, we put it on the defense if we lose the game, because you have to do more than just hold teams to points. You got to get turnovers. You got to do all those things when you're getting that kind of money. It's on you.
Right.
All right. We're going to wrap it up here because they're going to have me here for another hour. Save some of this for tomorrow. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow, 6:15 a.m. Spread the word. Let everybody know. Man, I had my t-shirt on. I'm thinking, okay, it was 77 degrees yesterday. It's going to be warm today. It's dropping back down.
It's like, nope.
Look, y'all stay safe out there. The real danger is the weather. Okay. That's the real threat.
That's the real negative force in the world.
Listen, here's how y'all got to dress if you over here, at least in on the East Coast. You got to wear a t-shirt and then throw a hoodie over that t-shirt. All right. At the very least, if it's hot, you can take the hoodie off. You got the t-shirt on. If it's cold, you got that nice thick hoodie to bundle you up. And where can you get some hoodies? LBHTShow.com. Go check us out. $600 million on defense
in total. Yeah, that's crazy. But we don't expect them to win games. If we lose a game, it's Lamar should have ran, should have thrown. He should have done this.
It's coaching too. Give Harv's the best defense a few years ago, and we still managed to lose the game. Oh, 100%.
Yes.
100%. Yeah. All right, last one. Who do y'all think they skimp Lamar. We know they do, but why? Why do y'all? I'm sorry. Why do y'all think they skimped Lamar? Because Lamar is a great talent, and they figure, well, his talent can mitigate a lot of the bad players that they have on that side, and it does mitigate it a lot of times. And this is, I call it the black quarterback treatment. This is how historically black quarterbacks have been treated. They show a lot of talent, especially with their legs, and coaches get lazy. They think we don't need to put a wall around him. He can just make moves with his legs, and we can invest that money elsewhere. That's what they think. And I think you get a little bit of that going on here. Instead of saying, man, what a special talent. Imagine if we built a wall around him and he had all time in the world to do what he does. Or imagine if we get him that great weapon. Imagine what he could do out there. They look at it and say, well, we got money for defense. I mean, that was the rumor, right? When the Max Crosby trade fell through and then we signed Trey Henderson, and then it was like, oh, well, the plan was to get Max Crosby, and then when the Linderbaum deal didn't go through, they knew they had enough money to get Crosby and Trey Henderson. Why is your mind shifting straight to defense the minute you don't have Linderbaum anymore, right? Your mindset should be saying, oh, well, we better go and get a center ASAP before they fly off the board. It was, oh, we got this money now. Let's go get another edge rusher. Right? Because their mind isn't thinking about protecting Lamar. It's thinking Lamar, he'll get it done, but he'll figure it out. Let's go fix this defense.
Facts. And it's so maddening to me because you look at 2019, Lamar had no weapons. No weapons. Seth Roberts, Willie Snead, injured Hollywood Brown, but he had an offensive line that protected him. And he won the second unanimous MVP in NFL history. He showed you what he could do when he had protection and a lack of weapons. So imagine if the team gave him protection and some weapons, and you still can do your thing on defense because you've invested in it throughout the years. You don't have to keep adding high-priced free agents, high draft picks. They sustained just fine in the playoffs. The offense is what has faltered us throughout the last 8 years. So why not protect him once you've already seen what he can do behind a wall? But you said, you know what? Nah, he's getting older. He's just going to get better with his legs.
Yeah, and this is facts, Imani. And if you need Max and Trey, then the defense wasn't very well.
Ouch.
I see what you're doing here, Ty. I see what you're doing here.
Yo.
Thank you for the super chat. I see what you're doing.
I appreciate you.
All right, with that, we're getting out of here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Peace.
Deuces.